All right. Hey, guys. Welcome back to the Very Really Good Podcast. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. It's episode 119. All right. It looks a little different if you're watching the video. Okay. I moved. Fucking moved. And that's why the room looks different, because it's a different room. I didn't move my room. I didn't just move my spare room into a different house. I entirely moved houses. So I'm in a new spot. So I'm sorry. It's a little backlit right now. I didn't have time to put my curtains up. And it's a little echoey in here too. But I think this mic should be fine. It's still going to sound crispy and toasty. Crispy and toasty. You're going to be like, hold on, is this Curtis's voice, or did I just put a piece of bread in the toaster and am I rubbing my knife against it? Huh? Who knows? Who's to say what you're listening to? But I'm feeling good, man. Moving fucking sucks. Oh my God. Holy shit. You never know. You always forget how much crap you have until you move, you know? And yeah, it was no fun. We had it was weird because we had like 2 weeks. No, we had like 3 weeks. No, 2 weeks to move. And we're like, that's plenty of time. You know, we'll take a bunch of trips, bring stuff over before the big move, you know, because we like got some movers to like move our big stuff. But not enough time. Just still rushing, still stressing all the time. It's never enough time, you know? You could give me 4 years to move and I'd be like, and I'd be fucking chilling for 3 years and fucking 11 months. Like, well, I got time, you know? Yeah, but whatever, we did it, you know? Procrastinating it sucks, but we made it. And dude, of course I chose to make the most like labor intensive. Is that what I'm trying to say? I was going to say labor inducing. Is that like when you push on a pregnant girl's stomach? That's labor inducing. I had the most labor inducing video. It was all about making girls pregnant. Never mind. Not making girls pregnant. Oh, that's something else. That's a different kind of video. And I didn't do that. YouTuber who's like, all right, guys, today we're going to be making girls pregnant. And I think that's just pornography. You can't do that on YouTube. Anyways, no, I had the most like labor intensive video that I've like ever made. I was like, yeah, let's do that. Let's make the hardest video I've ever had to make during the most stressful time you can ever go through while moving. So the last 2 or 3 weeks were insane, man. It was like scripting for a couple days, like moving stuff every other day, and then filming and then editing, and holy fuck, man. It feels good to actually like be in the new place, man. Feels good. And I got this big thing behind me, this big shelf. I got some cool stuff on there. I mean, you can't really see it because it's so far away, but I don't know. It'll gradually change, you know, the background to be like a more like podcast setup, you know? And it'll be sick. I'm excited. But the video, thanks for all the support on the new video. If you guys haven't seen it yet, you should go watch it because I'm going to be talking about it. Spoiling it. Spoiler alert. Hey, spoiler alert. Why do I not have an alarm sound on this fucking on this soundboard, huh? What am I doing, bro? Okay, sure. Spoiler alert. Pretend that's an alarm sound. Damn, I'm blowing it, dude. Spoiler alert. Where you talk about my new video like it's a fucking Marvel movie, dude. Spoilers. Attention, spoilers. So yeah, I put a spoiler on the back of my car for my new video. No. So my video is called I Became a Country Boy. And dude, I had so much fun making it. it was awesome. I had a good time. So basically, the end of the whole idea of it was, I've been talking about country boys. I make fun of them for so long, but I want to put my money where my mouth is. Um, so I became a country boy. I recreated some TikToks. I dressed like a country boy, and then I got to it that I was, the only way to become a country boy, because I can't be like a real one. I can't like lift bales of hay, dude. Someone asked me to lift a bale of hay, I'm bailing. I'm running away. I'm saying hey, and then I'm bailing, okay? I'm saying hey, no, and then I'm bailing, okay? And the only horse in my life is, oh wait, never mind. The only horse in my life is the movie Seabiscuit with Tobey Maguire. So the video ended with me being like, I got to write a country song. So I wrote a country song. I put it out. It's called Blood Related. The idea of, dude, should we do a genius? Should I do a genius breakdown? I'll do that right now on the podcast. Where's the theme song? Here we go. So we'll go to the Blood Related Genius page because someone put the lyrics on Genius, which is nice. So let's go through the song. We'll do the song. We'll do a Genius breakdown of the lyrics. Okay, so it starts off, well, I just got done on my old man's farm, and I walked on into town. Saw a girl with the bleach blonde hair and her boots right on the ground. That's just about, that part's just about, after a long day of work on your dad's farm, hailing bay, baling hay, boiling jays, mocking jay, Hunger Games mocking jay. You walk into town, you see, who knows what's going to happen, but then you see a girl, this didn't happen to me, but I feel like it would. And then the next line, so I grabbed a couple ice cold beers from the fridge and I opened them with my feet. God, they talk about, creationism, God's design, right? What is that called? Perfect design, some divine, I don't know what it's called. Fucking, when Christian people are like, bananas are perfect, because you think a banana would just happen? No, God made a banana because you can peel it and you can hold it, Whatever, dude, fuck it. Anyways, what I'm getting at is God gave us legs to open beers with. That is what Jesus did. That was like the worst part. That's why Jesus being crucified was so heartbreaking, because they nailed his legs to the cross so he couldn't use them to open a beer. And that's why he was going through so much pain. That's fucked up. Sorry. I'm not trying to offend any Christian people, but I am just telling it like it is. But the next line is, let me tell you something about this girl. She's the sweetest thing you'll ever meet. It's pretty self-explanatory. So, chorus. She's a yee to my yee, the ground to my beef. She's a girl of all my dreams. But there's just one thing about her that I just can't believe. So yeah, this is saying you can't have a yee without a yee. You can't have a, ground without beef. So, she's my other half, right? But then, I'm alluding to something that she's perfect. She's the perfect girl except for just one thing, When I look in those eyes, it ain't no surprise. She's the most Southern girl I've dated. And, usually when you go through a list of the people you've dated, right? The only way people really rank them is how Southern they are. How in tune they are to their to their Southern roots, I guess. That's how I've always done it. That's how you should. I'm assuming how you all do it, right? But there's only one thing wrong with this woman: we're not blood related. So this goes with the meme that country people are all, Okay, and then the next verse, my friend, this is so stupid. My friend, it's pretty self-explanatory. My friends say I'm crazy for loving you, but I don't know what else to do. You got a lip full of dip and a heart full of love. You're sweeter than Mountain Dew. Code Red. I mean, I'll say it right now. Mountain Dew Code Red is the best Mountain Dew flavor. And that's fine, and it's all good, okay? That's why they call it Code Red, because when they made Mountain Dew Code Red, the one guy was like, he was so just like baffled by the flavor that he sounded the alarm. How come there's two? I needed an alarm sound twice already in the podcast. That never happens. I've never needed an alarm sound effect, and now fucking 13 minutes in, I've needed it twice. Sound the alarm. Bing, 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 bing. I'd stand in a circle of fire for you and let a bull chase after me. But how are we supposed to start a family if we ain't family? And that's kind of my, that's the most gut-wrenching part of this song, It's like he wants to be with this girl so bad, but, how are you supposed to start a family if you aren't already family, right? It's just, when I wrote that, I got shivers. I got chills. Because it's November, and I wrote this in October, and it's starting to get pretty cold, and the window was open, but still. Chorus, switched it up a bit. She's a ye to my haw, the seed of my saw. She's everything I need, except she's not my sister or my cousin at the very least. It's just funny. And this is actually interesting. Okay, so Genius says, like a worm on my daddy's fish pole. My lyrics that I sang was like a worm on my daddy's fish boat. But I understand why it sounds like pole. But I actually like pole better. That's kind of like, still kind of, erotic, Fish pole. That sounds like a fish dick. Yeah, like a worm on my daddy's fish pole. You got me hooked and my breath is baited. So, when you wait with bated breath, you're like, what's going on? What's going to happen? And then you got me hooked, right? So you're hooked you're on a daddy's fishbowl, like you're bait, and your breath is baited like you're bait. So I got bars there, bro. I got country bars. Hey, yeah, barkeep, can I get a Mountain Dew? Can I get a Mountain Dew and a fucking Bud Light? I'm at a country bar. I got country bars, dude. But there's still only one thing wrong with this girl. Still not blood related. So this is the bridge. Well, folks, we got to talking. One thing led to another. And if I want this girl to be family, I guess I just got to marry her brother. Kind of a little loophole, So then we can now be family because I married her brother. And now this chorus is now I'm singing to the brother who I've fallen in love with. At first I just wanted to marry him to be with the girl, but it turns out I'm in love with him. It's beautiful. He's a skin to my buck, the wheels of my truck. He's my sweet home on the range. And there ain't one thing about him that I would ever change, so he's the perfect man. And honey, I know it might take a while for you to get situated, but I'm in love with your brother, even though we're now blood related. So that's the song. Yeah, I mean, all jokes aside, I'm pretty proud of it. I mean, Brandon made a fucking sick artwork for it. I got the beat online from some website. Danny helped me out with where to find this beat. And, my friend Dylan Cozart, who made the jingles for the podcast, he mixed and mastered the song, made it sound so good. And guys, we got on the charts. We're on the charts, dude. The highest I saw that it peaked at like number 4 on the country charts. And on the regular charts, it got to like 20, I think. I was above like WAP, dude. I beat Wet Ass Pussy, bro. You kidding? At that country ass pussy. Cap. No cap. CAP. That's cap, but no cap. But yeah, dude. I'm a country artist now. I'm gonna add that to my my resume, my Twitter bio. That's so fucking crazy, man. I remember when I put out my comedy album in like 2016. I got onto the comedy charts. Because I got on the comedy charts because like I was the only person who put out a comedy album that day because not many people put out comedy albums. So it wasn't that hard. Like honestly, like one of you guys could put out a comedy album, and if like 10 people listen to it, you're gonna be on the charts. But no, this one was like I didn't really expect it to get on the country charts at all. But then I woke up the day after my video went out. It was like 197 out of 200 on the charts, and then you know I was fucking Justin Biebering it. I was Biebering the fucking song, being like download it, buy it, save it, stream it. I should have FaceTime fans and been like, "You buy my song? Did you?" But yeah, it got up to number 4, dude. And I'm stoked. I really hope it gets on Billboard. I think I'll have to, they're like a week behind, right? The Billboard charts. I don't know. Maybe I'll get an email from them. Because I think that's what happened with my comedy album. I don't know. And then maybe I'll get invited to the CMT Awards. Fuck. I want to make more music, though. It's really fun. And now that, because I was always worried about like, I can't produce, I can't make music, right? But, I could just buy a beat from someone and then use that and then write, Like writing the song was, I don't know, it felt good, It felt good to like, I've talked about this before, but whenever I do like commentary videos, like I am making something new. I know that, but I always feel like, am I funny without like things to comment on, right? Am I just funny by myself? So that felt good to like make something that was like completely like new and fresh and just funny, man. And I'm stoked that people are enjoying the video and the song. My hope is that like a country boy somewhere like flipped on the fucking charts and was like, let's listen to this. I did not expect to do a full fucking genius review. We're already 21 minutes in. Fuck. Okay, guys. Well, if you're listening to this the day it comes out, it's election day. And if you're listening to this the morning it comes out, go vote, please, if you haven't and if you are able to. Because holy moly, I don't want to turn this in. You can literally talk about, you can go find people talking about the election anywhere. And I don't want to like add to that because I don't fucking, all I'm saying is do not vote for Donald Trump. Settle for Biden. Okay. I know he's not the best candidate, far from it, but he's light years better than Donald Trump, dude. The hair on my balls would be a better president than that guy. Straight up. If they were like, all right, so we've counted all the we've counted all the votes, and the winner of the 2020 U.S. election is Curtis Connor's ball hair. You know what? I'd be okay with that. I think a lot of people would be okay with that. All right. But yeah, all I'm saying is vote, and whatever happens, God, I fucking hope he isn't reelected. If you want to see me come to your city, vote for Joe Biden. But if Trump gets reelected, Europe, I'm only doing stand-up in Europe. And that's fine. But yeah, it says polls close at from 6 to 8 p.m., depending on what state you live in. So get out early, go. Please vote if you're able to. You may think that your vote doesn't count because there's so many people, but please trust me, it does. Holy shit, it does. And it feels good, Feels good to vote, Oh, fuck. Well, I think it's time we talk about some current events that aren't about the fucking election. So let's head over to Jacob for the Curtis Corner. Let's get this fucking theme song going. Hey, what's up? Nice to meet you. Hey, it's Curtis Corner. Curtis Corner time. Hello, Jacob.
I'm recording the news from my bed today.
Oh yeah,
I have a back injury.
Yeah, what? Can you explain what happened to your back?
It's not as serious as it sounds. I think I pulled a muscle, and then the inflammation gave me like a pinched nerve or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're just
So,
bedridden.
yeah, I'm like, yeah, standing isn't the most viable
Right.
position for me to be in. So I'm on muscle relaxers, vibing out.
You're like in your own quarantine within a quarantine. Your own
Right.
lockdown, really. You're confined to your bed.
It's like, what can I do at this point?
Yeah.
Well, I might not have it great right now, but I don't have it as bad as some people do.
That's true.
The LA Times recently put out a piece on adults who are experiencing Disneyland withdrawals.
Yeah.
And I just wonder if you have any words of wisdom for these fine men and women.
Yeah, for these and these are adults, correct?
These are specifically this is about adults.
Okay.
And there are people who see Disneyland / Disney World as a safe space that they haven't had access to in a while.
Oh my god. Honestly, I think Disney should ban these people specifically. If they should put out and be
How do you know when it's one of these people if you're Disney?
I mean, they all, dude, looking at these photos, even if they weren't
Actually,
dressed
yeah,
up, even if they weren't dressed like they were, you could tell that they're like Disney super fans.
Actually, there's a pretty interesting part of this article that I did not know about. Are you familiar with Disney bounding?
With what? Disney bounding?
The term Disney bounding refers to adults dressing in subtle costumes to look like Disney characters, because it's actually a rule at Disneyland that if you're over 14, you can't wear a costume. You can't enter the park in a costume.
Oh, because people will think that you like work there or something?
It must be either that people think you work there or that you could maybe be hiding a weapon inside your costume or something.
Okay. Yeah, like if you dress like Aladdin and you have like a sword, or like Peter Pan and you have his little knife.
And it's like, is that just a guy with a little knife?
Yeah, or is it the real Peter Pan? I'm not sure. Or Captain
Imagine you try to take a picture with Peter Pan at Disneyland, you get shanked.
There's Captain Hook with an actual hook hand, terrorizing the guests.
So yeah, I guess you would know when one of these Disney fans is coming through the park.
Okay, so it's just like, so they're subtly dressing up like characters?
Yeah. So I guess
That's
they put some
somehow
examples
worse.
in this article. Like, here's a guy who's dressed up as Snow White just by wearing khakis, a blue sweater, and a little red bandana around his neck. So he gives off sort of the
Okay.
impression of Snow White.
Okay. I
And
mean,
he's white also,
yeah.
so that helps.
His skin is Snow White. I think, well, that doesn't scream Snow White to me. That screams, I teach drama.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
It's not. Like, there is no other
what-
way he has any other occupation than that. He is a 7th grade drama teacher.
Yeah. And I'm sure that Disney bounding probably increases his popularity among his students.
Absolutely. Dude,
I used to teach middle school, and
You
I'm
used to teach
sure
middle
that I
school?
would have been. Yeah, I did actually.
Wow.
And I bet if I Disney bounded to class every day, the kids would have loved it.
I mean, so like, do these people go to Disneyland every day? Like every day?
Oh yeah,
That's
every
so
day that's
weird.
possible.
I mean, whatever floats your boat, but I mean, absolutely grow up, you know? Like, absolutely just grow up a little bit.
I guess if you have the time and the money, then
Yeah,
you're at a place where
all the power to you.
who's going to stop you?
Yeah. Disney bound all you want. I'm getting Disney bound and gagged, bro. I don't care.
That's kind of hot, actually.
Yeah.
I think maybe if you are experiencing Disneyland withdrawals, then perhaps it's a positive thing for you to have some sort of distance from the activity, you know?
Yeah, it's like a forced like intervention, I guess. Forced like what's rehab, I guess. You're
Can you
being
imagine?
separated from your the thing you're addicted to.
Yeah, right. You're going kind of cold turkey. They didn't give you any chance to kind of wean yourself off.
Yeah, dude, it's also so fucking insensitive and tone deaf to be like, this is really hard on me because I can't go to Disneyland every day.
Right, like some people have pinched nerves.
Yeah, exactly. Even if Disneyland was open, you couldn't go.
Right. I can't crawl my way into Disneyland.
Yeah, they think you're Ariel, and then you get kicked out.
Yeah, they'd say that costume is too accurate.
Yeah,
Sir.
you're crawling on the ground like a fucking beached mermaid.
I do feel beached right now. Yeah. Well, the news doesn't get any less weird than that. We sort of started on our most normal foot.
Okay, good.
But now we're gonna take things to. I don't really know what to call this article of clothing. I guess the article calls it a male night dress.
Okay.
But yeah, I selected this story just because the picture of the guy was really making me laugh. So if you're listening on audio, it's just imagine a guy really enthusiastically modeling a nightgown, but it's in the style of just a Henley t-shirt because it's for boys. It's like a Henley t-shirt that doesn't stop when it reaches the waist.
It's so funny because like you could just wear a big Henley. That's what that is.
But then your little arms wouldn't fit into the
true.
big holes. This guy is also like fairly jacked.
Yeah. Yeah,
and in the photo, he's pulling the nightgown in such a way, and I know it's to not have a dick bulge.
What if his balls were just hanging out the bottom?
Do you wear underwear with a nightgown?
I don't think you do, right? What would be the point?
I don't know. If I were wearing a nightgown, I would want to be free.
Yeah, exactly. It's like wearing underwear underneath your underwear.
Right. This is already big underwear.
Also, I love in the first photo, he's so confident, and then you scroll down to the other one to like show his backside, and he looks so like timid.
It's because he knows his angles.
Yeah.
The first one, he looks good. The second one, I mean, look, no man looks good photographed from behind with standing in sort of a hunch with their knees close together. It's just like, it's not a flattering position.
It's a very vulnerable pose.
Yeah, as a male dress wearer myself.
Yeah.
I don't know about this one.
Dude, we gotta
so unflattering.
I'll order these for us, and then on one of the podcasts we'll wear them.
Yo, I would love that.
That'd be so
I definitely
funny.
will wear one.
And then we'll give a review.
Can we recreate these photos?
I'm very down. Let's have our fucking
cool.
Well, once you're able to stand up again.
Right. Yeah, imagine this guy doing these photos but from bed, looking mildly uncomfortable.
Yeah. That's how you got to sell a garment. If you're selling a t-shirt and like take the photo on a model who's like in pain.
Imagine if like you saw an H&M ad and the guy just had like a big arm cast.
Yeah.
With like some signatures on it.
Yeah. There's like a ketchup stain on the shirt.
Yeah, I want to see shirts in the natural environment that
Yeah.
I'm going to be wearing them in.
If there's like a picture of a sock, but it's just like it's like crusty and like full of jizz because someone was just jerking it in it.
Do you think this is an interesting idea. A sock that's made for jerking into.
That's a pretty good idea, actually. If they
Yeah, I
make
kind of fuck with that.
they make it like you make it like softer, maybe.
Softer, and then I would say at the very end,
Mhm.
like at the toe of the sock, there's like a filter, like a changeable filter.
So yeah, it's like biodegradable.
Right. If
That
someone can develop technology for a sock that won't get crusty.
yeah, we'll bring that into fucking Shark Tank.
Because I'm pretty much buying a new pair of socks like every few hours at this point.
Oh no. Okay, well, I think that might be a you problem if it's
No,
that
I think that's
frequent.
most people. I think most people, like, all their socks get crusty. It's like
Especially if you're in
just
bed all day.
crunchy. Yeah. I mean, look, there's only so much I can do from right.
Oh no.
Well, we should look into that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to so I'm sure a lot of people have seen Kim Kardashian's dead dad hologram that
Yeah,
Kanye
which
West
is
gave her.
a wild sentence to say.
It's a wild sentence, and there's a lot to say about this that most people have already discussed. So I'd like to just focus in on one thing in particular.
Okay.
The hologram, Robert Kardashian in hologram form, says, and I assume this is a script written by Kanye.
Oh,
He says that sometimes I drop hints that I'm around, like when you hear someone make a big peefee or when you make a big peefee.
okay. This is at the beginning, right?
Yeah, this is pretty much at the jump.
Okay, I'm gonna play it really quick.
You're 40 and all grown up.
Oh, it's so scary.
You look beautiful, just like when you were a little girl. I watch over you and your sisters and brother and the kids every day.
Okay.
Sometimes I drop hints that I'm around, like when you hear someone make a big peefee, or when you make a big peefee.
Okay. So peefee.
So, yeah. What I want to get to the bottom of is, what is a peefee?
Right. Is it a verb? A noun? When you make a peefee? Or to peefee? What?
To make a peefee or to peefee. So it seems like it can function as a verb or a noun.
Right. Do we?
We do have an Urban Dictionary definition.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh.
Urban Dictionary says it's a pussy fart. Now,
No.
in Robert's defense, I don't know if that was written after the video came out, or it's possible
Yeah.
that peefee means something different to them. But
I hope so.
if it's something a person can make,
You make a big peefee?
Yeah.
it only leaves us with so much information.
Right. Like it. Yeah. It's not like a peefee is like a sandwich or something, right?
Yeah,
make
it
a
doesn't feel
peefee.
to me like a peefee is a solid object. It feels like it's a bodily function.
Or yeah, like an act of peefeeing, right?
Yeah. I
I
have to assume it's not a queef.
that can't be a queen.
Why? It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know how rich people function. If it's
Right.
like, if they just get bored and they peefee around each other.
And then yeah. So her dad is, let's entertain the fact that it is a queef.
Yeah.
So her dad so when someone else queefs, that's her dad?
For that to be the case, it would have to be like other vagina-clad people that she's hanging out with
Right.
are queefing at least fairly regularly around her. And when they do, a tear comes to her eye.
Because, like, I mean, okay, there's so many things going through my head right now. Because when someone else queefs or when she peefies, right? That's the dad.
Yeah,
so,
it can also happen when
so
that's him speaking.
So his ghost, him in the afterlife, he's just making people queef. That is the craziest way to haunt someone.
I think it's also important to note that, like, a queef isn't like a fart where you just
Right.
have to.
Yeah.
It happens in specific situations.
Right.
Which, like, why would the dad be present in those situations and have any sort of control over them?
Right. Yeah. Unless he's making it so that it is like a regular fart. Can he make like?
I guess.
Is his power so strong that he can make you and I queef?
Is Kanye queefing?
Is Kanye queefing? Taylor, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish. But Kim Kardashian's dad is making me queef.
I'm gonna let you pee-fee. When I was first looking into this, I got curious about the etymology of the term queef.
Yeah. I
was like, is that Old English? Do we maybe
Latin.
Get that from another Germanic language? Yeah, is that like is that a borrowed term from Chinese or something? And what I found is that most likely, and I'm sure Kim and Kanye know more about this than I do.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they could weigh in if they're listening. But most likely it comes from Scottish and or Northern English to quiff, which means a puff of wind.
Oh.
So if that's correct, then I guess just any puff of wind is a quiff.
Any puff of wind. Okay.
That's a quiff. And then that evolved into queef. I've done a lot of research into this. I'm on this Reddit thread. And a lot of people are saying that in the US, in the 70s and 80s, it was either quiff or pussy fart.
Whoa.
And then when those people came of age, like as our generation was coming up, it evolved into queef.
So it went from quiff to queef. Okay.
Anything's better than pussy fart.
Yeah, this just sounds really crass. Yeah.
That's crude. Yeah. I would never. Can you imagine you're with your girlfriend and it happens and then you say, "Did you just pussy fart?" You're sleeping on the couch.
Or imagine if you got a hologram from your dead dad and he's like
Thank God for the term pee-fee.
Whatever. If you ever I'm watching you whenever you hear a pussy fart.
Dude, if somebody like sometime in the future gave me a dead dad hologram and my dad looked me in the eye and said, "I caused pussy farts," my significant other is single after that.
Whoa, I'm crying. That's funny. Oh my God.
God. I wish.
Ooh.
We could do a whole podcast about the hologram because it doesn't stop there, but yeah, the part that piques my interest the most was the pee-fee.
Yeah, that is probably the craziest part of it. Maybe we can revisit the rest of it in another episode.
I think maybe there's a pee-fee soundboard effect to be.
Oh yeah, sound clip of him saying pee-fee.
I kind of low-key I feel bad laughing because I'm sure it means a lot to her.
But God, it's so funny to think that that's what he meant. Wow.
Yeah, that about wraps up our news.
Wow.
Before I sign off, let me just say if you're voting today, or if you're maybe in line listening to this, good on you. Stay in line. Don't let anyone turn you away. If your name's not on the list, you can do a provisional ballot. So nobody can stop you from voting, assuming you're eligible to vote. And if you're not planning on voting, which I assume most people are, most people in your audience, but if you're not planning on voting, this will affect your life going forward, even if you don't think it will. So I would encourage you to get out there and vote. If you're listening to this when this episode comes out, you still got time. So
absolutely.
But thanks everyone who is voting. I'm gonna be sweating all day tomorrow, so we're all in this together.
Yeah, fuck. I'm nervous.
Me too. But hey, keep your peefies peefed, and we're gonna be okay. Keep it peefy.
All right. Awesome. Thanks for that. Thanks, Jacob.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. Oh, whoa, I'm crying. We'll probably cut to an ad. Holy shit. This episode of Very Really Good is brought to you by the Ridge Wallet. That's right, they're sponsoring another episode. If you didn't know already, the Ridge Wallet is light, sleek, and industrial. You gotta stop using a big chunker of a wallet that awkwardly bulges in your back pocket, okay? That's just silly. The Ridge Wallet is small enough to fit right up front in your front pocket. My butt feels better, my back feels better, and it's all thanks to the Ridge Wallet. Switching from a regular wallet to a Ridge Wallet is like switching from a flip phone to a smartphone, you know? Like sure, a flip phone still works, but smartphone makes so much more sense. Most people are still using wallets that were designed in the 90s, carrying around old receipts, gift cards, coupons, and a bunch of other junk in an unorganized mess. And that's weird, you know? Everything's evolving with the times. Shouldn't wallets do the same? Yes, they should, and they have, because of the Ridge Wallet. Are you still not convinced? Listen up. It holds up to 12 cards, plus room for cash. There's over 30 colors and styles, including carbon fiber and burnt titanium. The durable materials means each wallet comes with a lifetime warranty. Lifetime. This wallet's gonna stick with you through thick and thin, okay? But mostly thin, because the wallet is so small. But don't just take my word for it, okay? Ridge has over 30,000 5-star reviews, so you know the product is top quality. Like I said in the previous ads, I've been using the burnt titanium Ridge wallet for the past few weeks, and I just love it. I love how it feels, love how it looks. It fits right in my front pocket and has everything I need for my day. Also, the Ridge wallet has RFID blocking technology, so you can protect your hard-earned money while also protecting your hard-earned swag. Because it looks so good. And hey, you know what? The folks over at Ridge are so confident that you'll love it that they'll let you try it out for 45 days. And if you don't love it, you can send it right back. So if you want to give them a try, you can get 10% off today with free worldwide shipping and returns. And all you have to do is go to ridge.com/CurtisC and use the discount code CurtisC. It's common courtesy. And the link is also in the description. So yeah, thank you so much to Ridge for sponsoring yet another episode of Very Really Good. Back to me. Damn, we're probably at fucking 40 something, dude. All right, I wanted to do a tier list. I don't know if we have time. And I wanted to do a PooTube segment, bro. Man, we were laughing about Peefy for so long. All right, bro. Should I do some advice? Let's do some advice, huh? Should we do that? Huh? Let's do some advice. Okay. We could do some advice. Damn, I need a jingle for my advice segment. Jingle for my advice segment. Jingle for my advice segment. Yeah. We're doing advice, okay? Shout out to Dylan for all these theme songs on the podcast and for fucking hooking up blood related, dude. He's the GOAT. Also, if you need advice, veryreallygood@gmail.com. Again, I'm not good at life. I'm not good at, these things, but I try to give my best advice, man, and I try to have some fun along the way. So, let's go. Dude, I gotta keep fucking. Gotta remember to press these buttons more. What's this one again? Oh, okay, yeah. All right, relax. Okay, here we go. Hey, Curtis. I'm a 16-year-old in high school, and I've recently been wanting to be more open about my interest and sense of style. Since I'm in alternative fashion and have interests that people would normally find cringe, I struggle with not being embarrassed, especially since I live in a town of rich, preppy kids. Advice videos always say, just get over it, or realize it's not a big deal. But as a big overthinker, that seems impossible. Plus, my mom always makes a big deal / teases me about changing things. Although she means no harm, it makes me feel awkward. Any ideas on what I should do? Just get over it and realize it's not that big of a deal, okay? I'm kidding. That's so mean. I mean, I guess that's tough. I mean, what do you mean by alternative fashion and interests that that people would find cringe? Are you a furry? If you're a furry, I understand people being like, well, maybe you shouldn't wear that to school. Well, maybe you're allowed. I don't know. Maybe that's okay. I don't know. But if it's like you wearing like a weird shirt, then I don't think it. Why are people so mad at you, right? And honestly, dude, if people are getting mad at you for, just, doubling down on what you love, then that's on them, That's them being jealous that you are comfortable with yourself because they aren't, right? Because they're just doing what everyone else wants them to do, what everyone else thinks they should do, So if you're wearing like a shirt that, I don't even know, if you're wearing like a t-shirt tucked into your pants and then you pour spaghetti into the shirt so it's spaghetti all the way up and it's spaghetti like just falling out of your shirt, then you can do that if you want, right? I mean, sure, people are going to look at you weird and hopefully you cook new spaghetti because then it'll get stinky, but is that what they mean when they say no spaghetti straps in school? You can't have a shirt full of spaghetti, okay? You're going to spaghetti in trouble, okay? You're going to get in trouble. Spaghetti in trouble, okay. Spaghetti. I'm getting off topic here. I think just do you, and you might even find people who also feel the same, and they fuck with the vibe, all right? As long as you find people that fuck with the vibe, then it's chill. And that's on the squad. Okay. Hope that helps. Hey, Curtis. Last year, this girl and I met through our soccer team. We got close during the season, but didn't have any classes together. This year, we have 2 together, and in one of them, we're partners for a project, so we're spending a lot of time together. I didn't know her outside of soccer, but the more we talk, the more I see how conservative her views are. Whenever anything political is brought up, she only focuses on the legal side of things. She sees no problem with Trump and supports his administration. Oh, there's an alarm sound. Oh, bruh. Now, it's fucking too late. She's even called sexual assault survivors attention seekers.
Bruh.
She's very close-minded and opinionated, which is frustrating because I like having conversations about current events, and considering how much time we're spending together, soccer and 2 classes together, it's hard staying friends with her knowing her views. I don't want to be friends, but I also don't want to argue and things be awkward. Should I ignore her political beliefs and keep being friends, or say something when I disagree with her? Dude, talk your shit. All right? Fuck that, bro. I can't imagine being a teenager and being a conservative. Huh? That's not how it's supposed to be, right? Usually you think you're liberal when you're younger, and then you're old, you're like, bah, I'm set in my ways because I'm old as fuck. That's so weird, bro. And yeah, if she sees no problem with Trump and calls sexual assault survivors attention seekers, dude, talk your shit. Call them out, dude. Because that's fucked up, man. That's fucked. Attention. Ugh, it makes me want to fucking throw up. Do not be friends with them. Dude, fuck if you're in the same soccer team, dude. Kick their shins. Slide tackle them on their own team. I don't fucking care if they're on your team or not. It's a game. Oh, that's so weird. It's obviously because it's 100% because of their parents or fucking YouTube algorithm showing them fucking like Alex Jones and a bunch of fucking propaganda. But yeah, talk your shit. All right. Don't just be quiet, or don't just, ignore it. Those aren't political beliefs. Those are beliefs that are like going against like well-being of like fucking like people. So, Okay, I'll do. Okay, this next one. Okay, last one, and then we'll wrap it up. But, okay, I have an issue. I think I'm in love with my professor. I can't stop thinking about him, and every day I literally cry thinking about him. I have no idea what the hell is happening to me, but like I want to marry this dude. He's in his 40s and I'm 19. I know, WTF. Should I just suffer alone until my feelings dull down? Or is there any merit in pursuing like an email friendship with this man's? He's single and all. He's so sweet. Okay. I would say to not do that. I think that's because one, that's a weird like power dynamic to be in. It's not very healthy, I don't think. And also, if he's in his 40s and dating a 19-year-old, that's why I gotta say that. You know? You're young. You know, maybe he's like, he's obviously mature. He's 40. His back hurts, because dude, this guy's so perfect. His back has always in pain. He's so fucking old. No, I get it. An older person is very different from the guys that you're, going to school with, I'm sure. And it's probably attractive, but that's not gonna, it's not gonna work out well. Because a 40-year-old dating a 19-year-old, very weird. I know you're over the age of 18, but still. Dude, if I had a friend who was like even like 25 and they were dating a 19-year-old, I'd be like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Right? You know what I mean? Very different parts of your life. Pursuing an email friendship with this guy, sure, that's fine, I guess. I don't know, dude. Personally, I don't think that's a good call. Maybe wait 10 years so you're 29 and he'll be 50. That's still weird. I don't know. There's my answer. I don't know, dude. Oh, gosh. And if you're crying every day thinking about him, I don't know. I don't mean to crush shame you, but that's what I just did. Well. All right, should we wrap it up? We're almost gone for like an hour, bro. Thanks for watching. That was episode 119. You can, rate and review if you're listening, like, comment if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the pod. Whatever happens with the election today, good luck. It's scary, but I'm hoping for the best. And yeah, get out and vote if you can. But yeah, thanks for listening. I've been Curtis Connor, and I'm gonna go. Where's applause? Bye-bye.